Hi friends, in the last session we have started that transfer statements. Okay, in the transfer statements first part we have completed that break statement, right? So break statement is used to break the statements inside loop to break execution based on some condition. Okay, break statement inside loop to break execution based on some condition. Then we should go for break concept. Okay, so next concept is a continue. Okay, next concept is of continue. Next concept is of continue. So normally continue statement used to skip current iteration and continue to next iteration. Okay, when it reaches specific iteration, continue skip that iteration and continue for the next iteration. Okay, coming to the theory, we can use continue statement to skip current iteration. Okay, to skip current iteration and continue next iteration, continue and continue next iteration. We can use continue statement to skip current iteration, continue statement to skip current iteration and continue for next iteration. See how we can use continue statement inside looping only. We can use inside only, inside only, inside loops only. We can use continue inside loops only. Now observe here, first my requirement is program to print, program to print, program to print 1 to 10 numbers, okay, or 0 to 10 numbers, 0 to 10 numbers. When 8 appears, don't print, okay, print, don't print 8 number, don't print 8 number. Okay, now this is my requirement. Observe here, I'm doing first n equal to 10 I'm taking. Okay, for the tracing purpose, please watch the previous video because there I have explained the with respect to looping concept. Okay, anyway, if you want I will explain for this one also for one iteration, right? Next, to print, what is the requirement? To print 0 to 10 numbers. When 8 appears, don't print 8 number. Okay, don't print 8 number. For I in range of, when I in range of n, for I in range of n, my target is 8. Okay, my target is 8. If I double equal to 8, my target is now what? 8. When it reaches 8, when it reaches 8, don't print that element. Okay, continue. Okay, I'm taking continue, and if not 8 means print that element. Okay, when it reaches 8 element, it will not print that element. Okay, when it reaches 8, it will not print that element. Next, it is going to print the next element. Okay, here what I am doing, I am just skipping the current iteration and processing to the next iteration. Okay, I am processing to the next iteration. Okay, now observe this one with respect to paint. I will explain. Okay, now our target is started at what? N equals to 10, and we have to stop at 8. Okay, we have to stop at 8, and to proceed for the next iteration. Okay, now observe here, first 10, our target is 10. Okay, when 10 here, how many elements will come? 0 to 9 elements will come. Okay, 0 to 9 elements it will come. So in order to, I want 10 elements, means what we have to do? N equal to n, n plus 1. Okay, n plus 1 we have to consider. So what happening here is, I'm telling you one more time. Normally range means how many elements it will give, means observe here, range of 10. Okay, range of 10 means how many? 0 to 10 elements. But when you are starting processing, it's going to print 0 to 9 elements only. Okay, so in order to do, we have to use a range of 10 plus 1. Okay, 0 to 11 means it's going to consider 10 only. Up to 10, whenever 11 reaches, it's not going to print. Clear, right? Don't think that range 0 to 10 means 10 elements will come. In this way only 10 elements will come. N means n minus 1. Okay, range of n means n minus 1. Okay, please watch the below, before the video, where I have explained the range data type. Okay, you will get much clarity. Now observe, here, when it start 0 to 9 means first it's going to get 0 element. Okay, 0, 0 double equal to 8. Okay, 0 double equal to 8, true or false. Okay, so 0 double equal to 8 means anyway false. Okay, next iteration it's going to print 0. Next, when it is completed, it's going to get what's the value? 1. Okay, here 1 double equal to 8. Okay, false. Okay, now here in the next in the next line it's going to print 1. Next one printing, it is going to get the value 2. Okay, here 2 means 2 double equal to 8. Okay, 2 double equal to 8, false. Okay, in the next line it is going to print 2. Okay, next after completing 3, 3 double equal to 8. Okay, 3 double equal to 8. When 3 double equal to 8, false. Okay, it's going to print 3 in the next line. Okay, next 4. Okay, when it became 4, 4 double equal to 8. Okay, when 4 double equal to 8 means 4 double equal to 8 means false. So when it became false, so it's going to print in the 4 in the next line. Suppose it keep on until 8. Okay, suppose it reaches 8, 8 double equal to 8. Okay, suppose it reaches 8 double equal to 8. That time here the condition enters here, but 8 element won't be print. Okay, 8 element won't be print. Once 8 is completed, next it's going to print the increment the value 9. Anyway, now 9 double equal to 8. Okay, 9 double equal to 8 means 9 double equal to 8 means false. So 7, next 8. Okay, 9, next 10. Okay, when 10 double equal to, sorry, 10 will come? No. Okay, here I have taken only n means up to 9 only will come. See, the output will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 after 9. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, 8 will not be in the output. Observe here. If you observe here, what I have taken, n plus 1 I have taken, so that's why we are observing 10. And if you observe here 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 10, in 10 is, I mean 8 is not there. Did you observe that? Okay, so continue statement means to skip current iteration and continue for the next iteration. Okay, to skip current iteration and continue for the next iteration. Okay, we can use continue statement only inside loops only. Everywhere it is not possible. So enter the next program. The same program which I have explained here, but here what I will do, I need to process the elements in the list which are below 500. Okay, here what I will do, if the items are more than 500, below 500 I need to process. If the elements more than 500, I do not process the element, I need to skip that execution. I need, and pro, don't process the element and skip that element. Okay, process the elements in the list which are below 500. If element is more than 500, don't process the element and skip that elements. Okay, how many elements will come, that many elements it's going to skip. Okay, so how we will write that, will observe now. The same list I will take here. Okay, here how many elements it is not going to process, 500 and 900. Okay, 500 and 900 elements and 502, only these three elements it is not going to process because they are not below 500. Okay, it, at least it's, they are 500. Okay, I don't want to process those elements. Okay, for that how to write a program, observe. Okay, now we are clear with the requirement, right? Now we are clear with the requirement. So first this is the list I'm taking. For I in ls, for I in ls, what I have to do, if I if I greater than or equal to 500, I greater than or equal to 500. Okay, 10 greater than or equal to 500 means false. Okay, if it is not, it is false means we can. Okay, print we cannot process this element. Okay, because it is crossed 500 element, it crossed elements I. Next here what I am doing, continue. If I greater than or equal to 500, I greater than or equal to 500, and it's going to check the condition, based on that it is going to print. Next it is what it is doing, print of I. Okay, print of I. Okay, now observe the output first. Okay, if the element is 500, with respect to 500 or below 5, more than 500 means it is not going to process. Okay, now observe the output. So in our case 500, 900, 502 elements will not process. Okay, when it is matching the condition, it is going to print this information. Observe the output now. Okay, if you observe here 10, 20, 300, 100, 300, 450, but when it reaches 500 and 900, we cannot process the element because it is crossed elements 900. Okay, 430 there is no any issue, but it is 502 means it is giving error. Clear? Okay, in this way we will use a continue statement. Continue statement is nothing but to skip current iteration and continue for the next iteration. Okay, to skip current iteration and continue for the next iteration. Clear, right? If you are having any questions, please post your query in the comment section. I will give reply. Okay, so this is the second requirement, and now observe the and another concept. Okay, this is nothing but break statement, sorry, continue statement. Okay, now observe there is one concept called loops with the else block. Okay, loops with the else block. Normally in the conditional statement we have observed that if else condition. Okay, in the conditional statement we have observed that if else condition. Okay, if condition is matched, so process that condition. If condition is not matched, process the next element. Okay, in the same way for the loopings also else block is there. Okay, that I am going to explain now. Okay, what I am doing here, just the same concept with respect to the same concept, but here what I am doing, whenever 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 500, whenever the element 500 we are skipping or we are breaking. Okay, if the element is not greater than 500, so all elements processed means we have to print the information all elements are processed. If the all elements are not processed, so it is not possible to print. Okay, so observe one more time. Suppose here 500 is there. Okay, in these elements, in these elements, in these elements, all are below 500 only. Okay, in these elements, all are below 500 only. Okay, so we have to say all elements processed means we have to say congrats message. Okay, all elements got processed. Okay, if any of the one element is not processed, so we have to print that element. We cannot process this element that time. It will not print a congrats message. Okay, observe here first with respect to below 500. Okay, with respect to below 500. With respect to below 500 means else else we have to print congrats message. Okay, we have to print that congrats message. Congratulations, all items got processed. Congratulations, all elements got processed. Okay, now observe here carefully. I greater than or equal to 500 means these all elements are below 500 only. Okay, when these all elements are 500 means we have to say the customer to all elements are processed. Congratulations, all items got processed. Okay, observe the output now. Okay, now observe here 100, 200, 100, 300, like we are getting, and finally we are getting this message, right? Now observe the same scenario. Now observe the same scenario with respect to more elements. Okay, with respect to more elements, with respect to more elements, mean above 500 element. Here I am taking 502 and 900, comma 630. Okay. Now observe here, whenever it is breaking, remaining elements won't be processed. Okay, remaining elements won't be processed. When 502 it came, so remaining elements won't be processed and we won't get this information. Okay, we won't get this information in the console. Please observe here. If you observe here, when compared to the previous output and the present output, okay, the same program only, same program, I didn't change anything in the code, just I've given three elements which are above 500. Okay, only I've given three elements which are above 500. Okay, in that case what it is giving the output, 10, 20, 100 and 300. Clear, right? So this is the thing with respect to loops with the else block. Okay, loops with the else block. Now observe here, loops with the else block means this is the requirements. Okay, clear, right? So if I'm taking more than 500 elements, that time else block is not printing. If I'm taking below 500 elements, we are printing that congratulations, all items got processed. Okay, so coming to the theory, what we can write the theory. Inside loop execution, if break statement is not executed, so then only else bot will be executed. Okay, so here what I'm saying, inside loop execution, if a break statement not executed, then only else bot will be executed. Okay, I'm writing the same point. Inside inside loop execution, inside loop execution, if inside loop execution, if a statement break statement not executed. If inside loop execution, if break statement not executed, then only else part will be executed. Then only else part will be executed. Inside loop execution, if break statement not executed, then only else block will be executed. Okay, that means else means without, else means loop without break. Else means loop without a break. Else means loop without a break. Clear, right? So when else block will be executed with respect to for loop, so in the looping statement, if the break statement is not executed, okay, when else block will be when else block will be executed means with respect to for loop, when if the break statement not executed in the looping statement, okay, if when the break statement is not executed in the looping statement, then only else block will be executed. Okay, if the break statement executed with respect to for loop, if you are writing else block for that for loop, so that time element won't be processed. Okay, that time element won't be processed. Clear, right? Okay, with respect to that, we have observed two programs, right? So now in the next session, we have to go for the next concept is pass statement. Okay, pass statement, the last session from the I mean transfer statements. Okay, once it is completed, we can say that transfer statements got concept got completed, and we can start for the next concept is strings. Okay, thank you friends. If you are watching the channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Okay.